Hey guys, awesome to be hanging out with you here today. We have a ton of great stuff to talk about here today. What I want to talk to you guys about is like why businesses fail. You might have heard me talk about a lot of this with real estate investors on my podcast, Real Estate Nerds. But this is true for entrepreneurs across the board. And the main thing that you have to do to make sure that you're going to succeed with your business is find people that you can trust. It's not the what that you're doing is really that leads to your long-term success. It's actually the who. Who are you with? Who are you surrounding yourself by, guys? This is so incredibly important because the who, it defines everything. You know, I'm sure you've read time and time again that you are the summation of the people that you surround yourself with the most. A lot of times they talk about the most 3 to 5 people that you spend the most time with, you actually become. We're very social creatures as human beings, and we become like what we surround ourselves with. So that's a really meta concept for a lot of different reasons into it. But the main thing is that we're so social that the people that we surround ourselves with, we become like. Now, that's very important for us to say, are we on the right path? Am I surrounding myself with the right kinds of people that are thinking in the right way for me to have the ultimate success I'm looking for? You'll know whether that's true or not by a couple of things. You'll be listening to people that are like me, that are telling you, here's the way you need to be thinking to be successful, from those of us that have done it before. And also, you need to be able to know that that's true inside of your own heart, right? You'll be able to know this inside of yourself, that this really isn't the person that I need to be spending the time with to really have the ultimate success that I'm looking for. The who also becomes really important because it's who you can trust to pass the torch to. There's only so much that you as an entrepreneur are going to be able to grow when you have to handle everything yourself. So what you're looking for is for people that can take on the responsibility, that can come up with solutions on their own, and can almost intuitively think the way that you think about the way to solve particular problems that would come up. So that way you can build around those person. And for every one that you build, now your organization becomes twice as big because now you guys are able to grow that much more. The second thing that you need to know is your pro tip for being able to make sure that you have success and not fail as a startup is that you need to know your value in the market. This is actually really simple to do. You just go out and find the people that are selling the similar products that you are, and you benchmark whatever your value is going to be. And for them selling those products, you can sell them for the same price. Don't ever go down on price. Always just increase the value. So become more creative than your competitors by selling for the same price or maybe even higher, but then stacking on more and more and more value onto your customers. So that way you can just really focus on a customer-centric model of how can I help people the most that I possibly can. If you're like me, that's what really drives me to get up every morning and try to come into work with 100% clarity of mind of what to do, is because I'm thinking about how can I make this the absolute best deal possible for a customer, not just enough to win their business over other companies, but how to win it by saying that this is the absolute best anybody could possibly do. In fact, it's the best thing I can even imagine doing. And how can I bring that into reality? And that type of thinking has led to a lot of success for Royal Legal Solutions. And I've seen it help thousands of entrepreneurs that I've communicated with from my work here at Royal Legal Solutions. Next big pro tip, guys, in here is to don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It's really scary for a lot of people nowadays to pick up the phone and just call somebody. But really, right now, it's actually easier than ever before to reach people by phone and harder than ever to reach them on social media and through their email accounts. So the real value here, guys, is just picking up the phone and starting to talk to people. You'll be surprised that the people that you pick up and call on the phone are actually really happy to talk to you, because we're all kind of starved for good human interaction. Now, make those conversations that you have with people really valuable. Do your research ahead of time to really know what it is that you're talking about, at least at a high level, and to be able to ask good questions that you haven't been able to find online. Just calling people up and saying, hey, generally, what do you think I should do about X? They don't know enough about you to be able to help you with that. So you have to be able to know enough about your own situation to be able to ask the right questions that allow those people to engage with you in a way. Now, this is another thing that's really fundamental to how we work as human beings, is that we want to help each other, especially the more successful you get. A lot of times, the larger the drive is to share that information with other people. Why? Because it can help so many people. So I want to share it with everybody. But who do I not want to share it with? The people that I don't think are going to take action. How do I know they're not going to take action after I spend my valuable time in helping them? Well, because they didn't do the work up front. But if somebody comes to me and shows that they've really done the work up front to be able to know the subject matter, if there's anything I can do to be able to help them, a lot of times I'm more than happy to do it because I want to see that person be successful because they're working hard at it. And I admire that in themselves because honestly, I like that about me, that I work really hard. This is the deep psychology of how you can get people to help you, is understanding what's going on the other end of the phone line of what do they get out of being able to help you guys. And that's what I'm trying to give you a sneak peek into for the people that I've recruited to mentor me and people that have recruited me to mentor them. The last big pro tip that I have for you guys is that you have to be willing at the end of the day to just let it all go. There's a necessity to have success in business to be able to have detachment from the outcomes, because the outcomes of things are really outside of our control. All we're really able to do as human beings is corral some chaos in the right direction. Most things that occur in life, really, we have the perception of being able to control them, but they're really outside of what it is that we can definitively, make somebody do something X or Y. There's nothing actually more telling than this, than thinking that you can control your children as a parent, right? Or if you're a child, thinking that you can control the parent whenever they get to a certain age. And I think we've all experienced that. And realizing in that circumstance, I was like, wow, there's so little that I can actually do to make that person do what it is I want them to do. If you take that into like a bigger sense of, let's say, financial markets, you can't control the stock market. So how much of your wealth can you really control? Well, probably very little. But what you can do is take the steps in the right direction to get you the best opportunity for success. And this is going to be true in your financial matters as just as much as it's true in your interpersonal relationships with your parents or children, etc. There's ways that we can act, and there's proven methods that we can go by to say this is what you do as the best chance of having the ultimate success, whether financially or with your family that you're looking for. And I would recommend that we all focus on those steps instead of thinking that we can actually control everything that we do, guys. So you got to check the control factor at the door. You have to keep your ego in check. You got to stay humble, knowing that at any moment, everything could be stripped all away from you. And what position are you going to be in when that happens? Are you going to have enough mental fortitude to recover if that were to happen today? If not, what things do you need to do to be able to secure your mental fortitude to know that you're going to be strong, even if the worst case scenario might happen to you, right? So one of the things that's important with that, with securing your future, of course, is the free LLCs that we're constantly giving away. We're even paying the filing fees for everybody for a limited time. Come to the royallegalsolutions.com/free LLC and sign up for your free LLC, guys. I'd love to see you on our Facebook group, the Royal Legal Solutions Facebook group. And I'd love to see you share this post with the people that you care about if you think this is valuable. I'm looking to help as many people in the United States as I can get protected, save money on taxes, and really just better their mindset to have better lives. So if you can help me do that, I'd really appreciate it. So share this video if you have a second. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.